Police believe they have stopped a violent shooting spree with the arrest of 2 suspects. Investigators believe the men committed capital murder, multiple robberies, even a drive-by shooting. Fox 4's Laurie Berger live in our Fort Worth newsroom with the story. Laurie.
Well, Heather, these 2 20-somethings will soon be charged with a laundry list of charges. Investigators believe that after shooting up Fort Worth's north side yesterday, that they went to Johnson County and killed a woman.
A 61-year-old woman shot to death in her kitchen here along this rural road in Johnson County. It may be the last of a string of violent crimes committed by a pair of Fort Worth 20-year-olds. They're suspected in 3 shootings yesterday morning, a drive-by on the city's north side.
No one was injured after the suspects fired multiple rounds into the house.
An attempted robbery at this Lowe's where an employee narrowly missed being shot, and the robbery of a beer delivery driver shot in the neck.
This victim remains in extremely critical condition at JPS Hospital, and he and his family are in our prayers as we continue this complex investigation.
The crime spree started June 24th when the 2 men reportedly shot a 31-year-old man in the head. That same day, police say, someone carjacked a man driving a teal green Dodge Stratus. A witness from one of yesterday's crimes gave the same suspect vehicle description. Detectives made the connection around 10:30 last night and started searching.
A couple of robbery detectives came out here into the neighborhood to see if they could find the car. They spotted a teal green Stratus, and when they tried to pull him over, he took off around this corner at a high rate of speed. Police say he smacked into the front of a semi-trailer and then ran off into the grass.
When police got the 2 suspects into custody, the men reportedly started talking about what they'd done. Around 6:30 this morning, Fort Worth police contacted the Johnson County Sheriff's Department about the woman who'd been killed in Godley. Investigators say the house had been ransacked. They're not sure whether the men knew the woman was there or why they'd drive more than 30 miles to kill her.
You got me. I'm not, really don't know. I can tell you that one of them has been in our custody before, so he probably has some ties to Johnson County.
At this point, police are not releasing the man's names or their mugshots. They say there are still victims who have to identify them first. There are now at least 7 crimes that police have tied to this pair, the most serious, of course, the capital murder charge out of Johnson County. Live in the Fort Worth newsroom tonight, Laurie Berger, Fox 4 News.
All right, they are career criminals. 2 men, police say, confessed to terrorizing Fort Worth and Johnson County. The rap sheets for Mark Anthony Solis and Jose Ramos date back a decade, and now they're accused of a violent crime spree that includes 5 shootings, 1 of those fatal. Channel 8's Jim Douglas has details.
Their names are Jose Ramos Jr. and Mark Anthony Solis. They're now held on more than $2 million bond each and could face execution for the capital murder of 61-year-old Nancy Weatherly in rural Johnson County Tuesday. Her death capped a nearly week-long robbery and shooting spree that started June 24th. Just 20 days after Ramos finished a 1-year jail term. We found 18 previous charges against him and 14 separate mugshots from the Tarrant County Jail. Mark Solis had 10 mugshots and at least 12 previous charges.
That's crazy. It's like after the 10th time, you should know that's just to keep him in there.
The extra-long rap sheets especially make Veronica Garcia's blood boil. The 2 suspects are also accused of filling her house full of bullet holes this week. Bullets that passed through her bedroom doors and walls, including her children's room.
And then one went through here, and then like out through right here, hit through like right here, through right here, and then there's one right here. And we were asleep over there.
Solis and Ramos had new mugshots taken after their arrests. Victims and police hope they will be the last mugshots taken. Police didn't want the names and photos shown this week until detectives had time to show those mugshots to other crime victims to build still more cases against them. The man who was wounded the worst this week, Ruben Martinez, remains in critical condition. Live in Fort Worth, Jim Douglas, Channel 8 News.